First postseason win since 2003. Our final score, Titans 22, Cheifs 21. For those of you watching on ESPN, stay tuned for the GMC postgame coming up next on SportsCenter. For those of you watching on ABC, The Good Doctor is coming up next, except on the West Coast.
ESPN thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
It's been 60 years since I came up here to watch football. I've seen a hurricane that rocks and a tide that rolls. I've seen hustle, perseverance, and heart. I've seen a bowl of cotton that's anything but soft. Some call it hard work, determination, or grit. I call it blimp-worthy.
Rated T for teen.
No.
When you carry out, some things are out of your control. But with Domino's new carry-out insurance, we'll replace your pizza if it gets ruined after you leave the store. Carry out large 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 every day.
Hey, Brad, you're working on a song about planning for retirement, right?
Yeah.
I wrote you some lyrics.
You're writing now?
Mm-hmm.
Here's a man like you and me, retired after 18 years at QB. Kind of seems like it might be about you.
Which part?
All of it?
It's about retirement planning. I don't see it, Brad.
At Coors, cold counts. That's why we lager, filter, and package cold for a cleaner, crisper taste. Because our mountain is brewing the world's most refreshing beer. Coors Light. Whatever your mountain, climb on.
You're acting so funny. What's wrong, Billy?
My doctor says I have Skittles pox.
Are they contagious?
I don't think so.
Contract the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
This is not a cloud. This is a tomato tracked from farm to table on a blockchain, helping keep shoppers safe. This is a financial transaction secure from hacks and threats others can't see. This is a skyscraper whose elevators use IoT data and AI to help thousands get to work safely and efficiently. This is not the cloud you know. This is the IBM cloud. The IBM cloud is the cloud for business. Yours.
Watch the LNT weeknights at 11 p.m. right here on ABC 10.
You're watching Toyota Sports Extra with Lena Washington.
Welcome to a special edition of Toyota Sports Extra. I'm Lena Washington, and that game really put the Wild in Wildcard weekend. The NFL just getting their playoffs started. The Falcons and the Rams are about to get their game going in Atlanta, or I should say in LA against Atlanta. But as you saw earlier, the AFC West champion Chiefs taking on the Titans. The Chiefs 6-2 at home. Marcus Mariota playing in his first NFL playoff game. He and the Titans looking to pull off the win at Arrowhead. But Kansas City gets hot early. First quarter, Kareem Hunt. He has had quite the season. Touchdown Chiefs from 1 yard out. And later in the first quarter, Travis Kelce, who would end up leaving the game with a concussion, catches this 13-yard touchdown pass from Alex Smith. The Chiefs holding the Titans to just a field goal in the first half, but the second half was all Tennessee. After trailing 21-3, the Titans scoring 19 unanswered points. And look at this wild touchdown pass from Mariota to Mariota, the quarterback, catching his own touchdown in this game. Touchdown pass, I should say. The Titans take the lead with just over 6 minutes left in regulations, and the Titans would come all the way back to beat the Chiefs, who now have the longest home playoff losing streak. 22-21 is your final. Tennessee will face New England in the divisional game next week. Tomorrow morning, the Bills will be in Jacksonville, and in the afternoon, the Panthers and the Saints will face off. Meanwhile, in Cleveland, the Browns fan base celebrating history today. This was the scene outside First Energy Field as Cleveland's winless parade coming into fruition this year as the Browns become just the second team in NFL history to go 0-16. The parade was planned and hosted by a fan who tried to do the same thing last year before the Browns won their second to last game of the season. Basketball now. The Kings continue their homestand tonight when they host Denver. The Nuggets 6th in the West and 2-0 against the Kings so far this season, and it's been a roller coaster of a season for the Kings, who have wins over the Warriors, the Thunder, and the Cavaliers, but who have also recently taken a step back with losses to the struggling Grizzlies and most recently the Hornets. Sacramento looking to snap its 3-game losing skid, but players in good spirits during yesterday's practice where they focused on their communication, particularly on defense.
I think it's going to come with more experience because, you know, the best talkers on the team now are the vets. It makes sense for that to happen like that, but it's just a learning curve, I feel like.
You know, we don't like losing, especially the way we lost those past 3 games, you know. It's on us to get better, you know, come in and practice and fix it and, you know, go into the next game with a different mentality. You're just being the aggressor on defense, you know, and that's what we've been working on, hitting people and, you know, making a statement early on.
Tip-off for tonight's game is set for 7. The Kings close out their homestand on Monday when they host the Spurs. And down in LA today, a scary moment for Clippers star Blake Griffin. The Clippers taking on the Warriors. And in the first quarter, Blake Griffin driving. He then would fall to the floor in pain. He takes an elbow from JaVale McGee right to the face. He was seen shaking in pain. He stayed on the ground for several minutes before walking to the locker room under his own power. The injury is ruled as a concussion. Griffin did not return to the game. And the Warriors would go on to win 121-105. We're back in 30 seconds.
The fastest route doesn't always get you where you want to be. Wander your best in a new Toyota. Get 0.9% APR for 72 months on the all-new, fully redesigned Camry, or lease one for just $199 a month. Toyota Safety Sense and Toyota Care comes standard. Toyota, let's go places.
Check out the sights at the Century Tournament of Champions in Maui. Another perfect day for yesterday's second round, and it was a big day for Jordan Spieth after a rough first. Third shot on the par 5 9th. Spieth from just off the green chips it in for eagle, moving Spieth to 2 under overall, 4 under for his first round. He's second shot for Spieth here now on the par 4 14th. Spieth with a nice chip within 4 feet. He would tap it in for birdie. He's now at -8 for today's third round. Dustin Johnson is your leader going into tomorrow at 16 under. He showed off a nice short game as well. Johnson making this shot here from the par 4 12th, hitting blind from the bottom of the hill, chips it in from less than 5 feet. Johnson would go on to make the birdie on this hole. The college football season coming to a close in Atlanta on Monday. The Falcons in their shiny new Mercedes-Benz Stadium, but it'll be the college team showing out. Alabama and Georgia facing off for a national championship. It's the 3rd straight championship game appearance for the Crimson Tide, who are looking for their 4th national championship since 2009. Bama dominated the defending champion Clemson in the Sugar Bowl to make it to Atlanta. Georgia, meanwhile, coming off a double overtime thriller in Pasadena. The Dogs knocking off Heisman winner Baker Mayfield and Oklahoma to punch their ticket to the ship. Georgia head coach Kirby Smart was an assistant under Alabama's Nick Saban, who is 11-0 when playing against his former assistants.
Our focus is on us. Our focus and concentration is on being the best us we can be. We got a good football team. We've earned the right to be here. Alabama has a tremendous program. Nick's done a tremendous job with their program, which I was very fortunate to be a part of. They got a good team, so we're excited for our opportunity.
Well, I think it speaks a lot of a team's competitive character when they put themselves in a position where They have to keep playing and coming back in the game, but I don't think you get to this point if your team doesn't have that, and they certainly showed it, you know, in that particular game.
Kickoff for the College Football National Championship game is set for 5 on Monday. Be sure to tune in to Toyota Sports Extra tomorrow night at 11:35. The news is next.